I got a $49 hair topper from Shein that's supposed to be human hair, 14 inches long, and like it has a fake scalp on top of it. I had to try this thing out and see if it's actually good or not. And my main question whenever I saw this was like, does this fake scalp really look real? Or is this thing going to be like plastic garbage? Like, sorry, but we're going to find that out. I think you're thinking the same thing too. And I'm going to cut this hair, dye this hair, put heat to this hair to see if it fries. And I'm going to show you guys close-ups of like everything. So let's get started pulling this hair topper straight out of the box. I noticed like, oh my gosh, this hair is like way too light for me. That is my fault. It's okay. We're going to deal with that later on. But the second thing I wanted to look at was obviously like the hairline. And I specifically wanted to look at the hair that's coming out of the scalp because this is where things can start to look plasticky. And so right here, you guys can see, I'm going to do a zoom and we're going to go in and look at the scalp. And let me show you guys, whenever I play with the hair and move it like back and forth, you guys can see what this thing really looks like. It kind of shocked me on how good the color was and like how spot on it was for like my scalp color. But you can see here that the fake scalp is large enough underneath that I can part this however I want, and you guys can part it however you guys want. But like the best thing is that like at least you can't see any knots. The hair does look a little bit thick, but the knots are hidden underneath this thing, so it kind of really helps with the illusion of this looking kind of real. Like, I mean, it's like $49, guys, so like at least it's tied underneath and you don't have those dots everywhere. Those things could be so annoying. So because it's actually tied underneath this fake scalp piece, turning it over, you guys can see what it looks like, and it has like this soft material so it won't bother your head, and the rest of the piece is very breathable. Whenever I move the hair, you guys can see that it's very breathable, so it's not going to get too hot in the summer. But now here's where like things get really interesting. This topper has an 8x8 inch base, which is perfect if you're fed up with constantly dyeing your gray hairs, need a quick volume boost, or just want an easier alternative to like a full wig. It also comes with combs inside, making it super easy to like clip and go. But like that sounds too easy, right? So let's put it on and see what it actually looks like. All right, now we have it on. I realized I had to do something. You guys know my tutorials do not lack, and I took this topper from this to that, and we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna show you every step and tips along the way on how exactly I did this. So which brings me to my first tip. If you are looking to get a more affordable wig topper, adding some current bangs can make a huge big difference. So like I made a triangle. I never did this before. I actually never cut my bangs before. And so I've been doing it to myself recently, but like this is like really my first time, so do not judge. But like basically I took a triangle at the top, angled my hair thinning comb, and just kept like cutting away. I did too much in the end, but it's okay. It looked kind of cute. This topper works best though for the people who already have a little bit of hair into the front and don't need like a full covered area right in the front of their hairline. Like for a more natural look, if you guys need like your topper right at your hairline because you have a lot of thinning right into the front, I think a hair topper that has some lace in the front, kind of like a lace front wig, would work a lot better for you guys, because this one has like a hand tied front and it's a bit blunt, so you kind of have to like push it back to make it look a little bit more realistic. So here's the plan. Like we're gonna DIY this hair topper, right? When I first got it, that color was a warm tone, pretty, but like not quite right for me. You guys can see like I got the S3 light brown color, and I should have probably got the dark brown instead. Like obviously this is not shaded or anything, but I still need it to be darker. So I ended up taking a box of my dark brown hair dye that I use for like my gray hairs, and I dyed the topper. Since it's human hair, you're supposed to be able to like dye it, use heat on it, wash it, and treat it like basically your own hair. So after doing this, that's when it really started to, like you guys could see here, like that's whenever it started to really look kind of good. We need a little bit of work with it, but like it's starting to look good, and I couldn't believe that the hair was in such good condition. Like I'm actually shocked. But when it comes to putting on a hair topper, this is where a lot of people go wrong, and where hair toppers feel and look fake because they are pulling back on the clips when they apply it. Let me show you guys a close-up of what exactly I mean by this. So on the inside, you have 2 clips in the front, 2 clips on the side, and 1 clip into the back. This hair topper is one of the larger sizes that you can actually get, and it's going to give you maximum volume. But what you want to do from here is take the 2 clips in the front, and as soon as you lay it down, clip them in. Do not pull backwards. It's going to look fake, and so it's not going to give you that natural look. Now, once you have set it down, this is where you can take the sides and you can actually blend this topper into your hair. So you can push it to one side, the other side, and you guys can see, like, I can place this to make it blend a lot better. And once that is blended and I like where it's placed, I can clip in the back, and there we go. So after all that, what I did was I basically just curled this hair, and it is looking pretty good. I'm impressed. The front is like not as seamless as a lace front, but if you cut some bangs, it kind of works. Or if you push it back and you like let it blend into the rest of your hair, it's pretty good. It's covering my grays. It adds density to my ponytails. You guys can see that it adds like pretty good amount of hair, but like the clips are okay. They aren't amazing, but they are also like not that bad. The hairline is good for the price. I mean, it's $49. Like if you get the right hair color, I'm sure it's going to be like a really good solution if you're on a budget. So let me know your thoughts, and if you're still here, please leave a strawberries down below and I'll comment back to you. I love seeing strawberries and seeing my community build, and I'll see you guys in the next. Bye guys.